Hello, everybody. Ooh, it worked the first time. Oh, look, a button. I pressed the button. Hello, Bell, JVDK, Coded Vengeance, Paulus. Hello, hello. What is that sound?
JVDK77 just resubscribed for 85 months.
JVDK, thank you so much for the 85 months, dude, and the tier 2 support. Appreciate you. It sounded like radiation. Why am I getting radiated? I'm on the loading screen. I'm not even doing anything. Sometimes all you need is a potato. Fix it tip number 30. Sometimes that's all you need. Watch out, and playing with hot stuff. Yeah, I don't know why it was making radiation sound on the title screen. Or on the loading screen, I guess I should say. So yeah, we set this up yesterday to make a bunch of these fixite trigons. And these are used... What are these used for? These are used to make biochemical sculptors. Of course they are. Everybody knows this. I think these are also used in the belts and stuff. The highest tier belts. Yep, so this is the building that we were working on yesterday. Seems like everything is still working correctly. So Joe came and did something. I assume he fixed this. I mean, it looks like it's running. This says it needs 600 per minute, and this is filling all the way up. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take all of those out. It looks like we're receiving more than 20 or more than 600 per minute, which is fine. It's working. This one's working, and then this one was just disconnected because we couldn't support 3 of those. Power limited? We shouldn't be power limited. This does say it's running at 50. Oh, we're Sam. Reanimated Sam we're limited on. Why are we limited on that? We need 200 per minute reanimated Sam. Did I not over... Oh, 2 of these are not running. Why not? Oh, because they were set to run. Okay. Copy. Pasta. Pasta. That might help. So we needed 200 per minute, and this is making 120 per minute. This one's... Well, we should have been making enough. I'm confused. Hold on a second. This only needs 100 per minute, so 2 of these running at full speed should have been providing that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong numbers. 75 per minute. 30 per minute. We need to overclock these. I had that problem. There's too many numbers on the screen. There's numbers everywhere, and I start looking at the wrong ones. So now we should be making 300, so we should be making more than what we need, enough for 3 of these machines, but we don't have enough iron for 3 of these machines. Okay, all right. Problem solved, mystery solved. We got it. I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen on Discord and say hello to Joe. Hello to Joe.
Hello to Impulse. How are you doing today, Impulse?
I'm not Impulse?
Oh. What? Who's this? Who am I playing Satisfactory with?
You're
Is
playing with Impulse, apparently.
Is that Paul Symmetry's voice I hear, or Gemini Tay's? I just can't place it.
All right, Joe. How are you doing today?
Hey, no, sorry. I was doing a replay mod render right before this of this thing in Impulse's base, and for some reason, like I was looking at the other window where that render's running in the background. My brain went Impulse.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's one of
about
those
that.
things like where you read something and then you say it when you know it's the wrong thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's what's in front of me. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. You were just confusing me for a second there, but I get it.
didn't even realize I was doing it at first. My bad. Yeah, I'm just going and checking on some things. I was gonna set up some source kind of drone ports that we can send things over to the yard that you and Asuma might be setting up today, right?
I'm not sure. Like, I was gonna go work on the uranium thing, and then I would like respawn inside the fixed site ingot factory thing that we were doing yesterday. And I noticed that I didn't set up some of these SAM reanimator assembler things correctly, so I fixed that. So now that's running correctly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. If you want to work on whatever you want to work on, but yeah, I figured the uranium thing, in the very least, I was assuming that you guys were gonna need encased beams, and
I think
probably the electro control rods. Or
I think the electro control rods, yes, but I think I was planning on creating my own beams there since I have a supply of concrete already being made. So it's really just iron node that I need in order to like make the encased industrial beams.
Okay, cool. Well, so I'll get a drone port set up to deliver you those control rods because I accidentally overbuilt the control rod thing when I was designing one for other stuff, and so I'm producing like 10 times more than I need. So I am happy to spread those around the server. Anywhere that needs a drone port for control rods, I will send you so many.
Well, hopefully that drone port won't take so long. I don't know how much stuff the drones hold and how much of that we're gonna need per minute and all this kind of stuff, but hopefully it'll work.
I think depending on distance, which given that distance, it would probably be about 2 stacks per minute of whatever the resource is. Which I think is unless you're processing a lot of uranium, which I mean I don't know what your target is. I feel like 2 stacks a minute should probably be okay.
It might be, yeah, I don't know. I have to look at all those different numbers again. Yeah, I'm just trying to clear out my inventory. Got so many different parts from all the building yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play the game Binding of Isaac?
I did. I'm a big fan of Isaac.
Yeah, I was talking to Wells about that. We were gonna try and do like a multiplayer thing with that because they just dropped a multiplayer update like today or yesterday.
Yeah, I think it came out yesterday. I was watching a little bit about it, but yeah, I don't know much.
Hello.
Hey, X.
Hey, guys. I remember Hypno back in the day used to just like upload Isaac every single day.
Yeah, Isaac was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, my viewer base wasn't as much of a fan of it as I was, but you know, that's fine.
That's how I feel about this game sometimes, where I'm like, I want to play this, whether it makes business sense or not.
Yeah, I'm just doing this to have fun, yeah.
But yeah, so I was gonna say, so I think we're probably gonna try and do something in the evening with Binding of Isaac on Thursday. Once we get the details locked in, I can let you know. And if you can make it, you can make it. If not, we'll try to maybe find another time that we can get all of us together.
Is it you, Wells, and that's it so far?
So far, yeah. I'm just trying to get something on the calendar at all. Because, like, you know, I found, like, if you try to get, like, a big group to all arrange something at once, it never works. It's easier to just say, okay, here's...
Well, Joe, the 4 of us have this game, and we meet at this time on Thursday, right?
Oh, so you're saying we could just replace... Oh, since we don't have a meeting this Thursday, maybe we just do a Binding of Isaac
instead of Satisfactory. Yeah.
Oh.
X,
Yeah, 'cause
you
that's not
played
really-
you play Isaac?
I did a little bit here and there.
Okay.
It's a cool game, but I didn't really do much with it.
I see.
I was gonna say that works because we're not really replacing a Satisfactory stream since we kind of had that Thursday reserved for the meeting time anyway.
Yeah. So like Thursday would be a really good day to do it.
Yeah, I like that.
By the way, where are you guys today? Like, I'm gonna come build, so
Yeah,
if you
I
need-
was.
if you're somewhere that needs building, get
Well,
me on
I
it.
was thinking I was gonna head over to the uranium place. I don't remember like where that is.
Yeah,
Well, we don't have
that's,
a road
remember,
there, so you got to
go the
cross
hub,
country.
and yeah, go cross country to Asuma's little thing. I was gonna say, Asuma, if you wanted to start building that yard with room for one incoming drone port and one incoming hyperloop port,
Ooh. It was where I was gonna do that big building, right?
yeah. So the idea would be to have the inputs coming in there. I can set up the hyperloop and the drones to deliver the stuff that you guys need.
Well, this is really close to the hub. I didn't
We have
actually
it marked
realize
on
it's
the
this
map.
close.
Uranium cave entrance north, uranium cave entrance. Oh wow, I'm right next to it.
Yeah, you want the uranium cave entrance south is the
Oh.
one you're looking for.
These mountains that we're on are probably the ones that I were going to build up towards. Like the top of my building would have taken us. Sorry, you don't know where I am. I'm at the building we were at yesterday.
Oh, the fixed site, the triangle.
Yeah. So the back of that, those mountains are like the top of the front of the entrance to the uranium bit.
That's right.
I
So if
think.
you look down the valley, like if you look at the trigon, if you look to the right and down that valley, that's where the water pipe is for the uranium.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, Isuma, yeah, when you set up the drone port, like leave room for like a container that can load rocket fuel into it as well, and then a container that can accept the offloaded stuff.
So
Because
drone port with containers.
yeah, drone port with
And
containers. And
do they need to attach to belts that go inside?
yeah, so you'll want to put them in a place that whatever belts you run can get to that main entrance without looking ugly, you know.
Sorry, I've lost my bearings here.
Find the spaceport.
When I get there, I'll start placing stuff down and check in, make sure I'm doing it right.
All right, so there's no good iron nearby here, which is a little bit of a problem. Let's go check out this iron node. I don't know exactly how much we can use. How much is here? Is this just one of those like impure ones that we were tapping for this? Or is this a different one? I don't know.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Don't die.
If only it were that easy.
Don't you die, mister.
Okay, I'm heading your way now. I have so much overflow electromagnetic control rods in my inventory. They were like, I was trying to send both those and radio control units out through the same drone port and then sort them when they arrived on the other end.
Oh boy, I might be dead.
That was a bad idea.
Why are you dying for, X?
Fell off a cliff. Oh.
Did you actually die?
Yeah. But don't you keep your backpack and oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, you should
weird.
keep your stuff. Did you not?
I did.
I was gonna say I'm gonna set up a hypertube from the hub. Once you mark where you want that to drop off at.
Oh, are you building that now?
Yeah, that's why I was gonna build that in the drone ports now. That's why I asked you if you could, even if you don't necessarily want to work on the yard entirely today, if you could at least mark out where you want it and where the inputs are gonna be.
Oh, okay. I got to get over there again.
Yeah, Joe, I'm kind of thinking that I might have you bring the encased iron or the encased steel beams. I'm still
Okay.
looking though.
Like, because the encased steel beam plant we have is also like massively overproducing them. Like the amount that we're using now that we're not using Mark IV belts everywhere.
Oh, is this the one that I set up a while ago? Is this what we'd be pulling from?
Yeah, we'd be pulling from that. But
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, so that was designed back when we were doing like a million Mark IV belts and lifts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it's got plenty extra. But yeah, we've been
Oh, so I
delivering-
only need 1.2 per minute times however, I think times 4. So like it's gonna be not very many. So yeah, if those could be delivered, that will work just well.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll set up both ports going out
Okay.
from their respective factories, and then I'll go to the hub and I'll start building the hypertube from the hub over that way. And then by the time I arrive with the hypertube, hopefully we'll know where the receiving drone ports need to go.
Yeah, I'm assuming the receiving drone ports are going to be out here by like where the concrete production is. So I guess I
That
can
makes-
set those up over here.
Yeah. Whatever works for you guys.
Mm-hmm. All right, chat. So we're going to be getting encased industrial beams. We're going to be getting magnetic control rods. I don't recall this background music before. Maybe it's been there the whole time. I just never really paid attention. Oh, no, it just changed back to like something I recognize. So we need this to make the uranium fuel rod, and this is being made in a manufacturer. Did we ever set up the manufacturers? I don't remember. And then the previous item, the encased uranium cell, that just requires the concrete. So we should already have that taken care of. Let's go follow this line.
Struggling to find my death crate.
It should be on the compass. It should be marked, right?
It is. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, I think I found it now.
Oh, good.
It's like tucked under a ledge. Yay! Don't I get all of that stuff through the interdimensional thing anyway? When you build.
Don't you get all the what stuff?
All the building materials just come through the interdimensional thing, right?
Unless you have them in your inventory. Like, it should pull from your inventory first if you have it set up correctly.
Alright, so we're belting things in, yeah? How many things are we belting in? We've got...
We're going to have
concrete.
3 things being belted in. So we have the concrete, and then I'm going to stack the magnetic control rods, or whatever those are called, and then encase industrial beams.
And are you doing all of that? Is that different from what I need to do?
I'm not sure. I'm just going to follow the same path that I've already done with the current belt. So I don't...
So when it comes to the RoboPort, I'm not clear what's coming in on the RoboPort, Joe.
The encased beams and the electromagnetic control rod. So we need actually 2 drone ports. That's twice what I originally told you.
Those were the things that Hypno just said, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So he's building where they're going to go into the building. You're designating where they're going to land.
Okay.
And like where the containers go with the fuel for them, where the buffer output containers go. It can be helpful to have those because the drone port inventory is not very large and they can get backed up.
Yeah, I thought you had already started building the entrance on this side where these belts enter, but you have not. But Now you will know that there's 3 belts that need to be entering the building, I guess, or the cave.
Yeah, so I'm gonna build the drone port, 2 drone ports that will have some storage, and then attach 2 belts to this little rack of belts we got here.
Correct.
Yeah? Got it. Okay.
Okay, and then if you want to, you can name the drone ports when you build them. And if you want to designate one as nuclear rods and one as nuclear beams, I'll send the beams to the beams one and the rods to the rods one.
Yay, we're getting stuff done. I forgot that we set up the manufacturers for this. Nope. Actually, that might have been fine. That's definitely not fine. Dang it. I was going to save time by doing this from further away so I didn't have to like move closer, and now it seems like I'm wasting time by doing it from further away. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Now that I got the belts kind of established here, I kind of want to move the power so it's closer to the things. I guess it doesn't matter, but it'd look cleaner, I guess, if the power poles were like nearby one of these stacks. But again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so these are our 2 inputs, and I don't think it matters which input is which, because each one of these is just needing the encased beam and the electromagnetic control rod. And these are fully overclocked, so these need 3 per minute per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 18 per minute. That should be fine. Is it possible to put wall outlets on the side of stackable conveyors? That's a good question. I don't know if I've ever tried. It is not possible. You can fake it though, I suppose, if you like put a foundation and then put a wall on the foundation and then put this on the wall and then delete the things you just did. You could probably fake it that way. Then they'd just be floating there. That I don't know how we're going to connect to. I guess I can put another vert here and just have a belt and have that go down, and then we can run these belts in under here like we've done right there. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So floor hole. Let me get to the floor hole. Hotbar, this one. Probably
Okay,
like here.
Outgoing encased beams port is ready to go whenever you guys have a designated landing spot I can assign it to.
Cool. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Cool, cool, cool.
And this one here, I could probably just put a floor hole directly below and just run that straight down. Oh, that doesn't... Oh, I'm off. Okay, this needs to be diagonally this way by 1. Try that. Should be fine. Okay. And then we just need the
what
inputs.
The heck? No.
What's up?
Flight stopped working for me and I almost fell in the void.
Oh no.
Oh, dang.
Hypno, you near where I am?
Am I near where you are? Yes, kind of.
Oh, do you know what? Actually, I think if I use the jetpack, I can get out of this.
Oh, did you fall? Oh, okay. You caught yourself. Good.
Yeah, well, only luckily.
All right, we could do it this way, which looks pretty bad. And I don't think I'm going to do it this way. No, we're not doing it this way. That's like the lazy way. Dude, this cat needs to get out of here. Dude, why? Get out of here. All right, that's it. That's it. I've had enough. Bad kitty. I like how there's the... Oh, is this the thing I can pick up? Oh, this is the thing I can pick up. Clear is in the way. Okay, and then we do...
How do we get fuel to these drone ports?
I just usually so they use it really slowly, so I usually just put in like 500 rocket fuel, and then, you know, top them off every few days.
Could we use a dimensional thing to pull rocket fuel?
And only into the inventories of players.
Oh, okay.
We could run a rocket fuel pipeline from the pipeline or from the rocket fuel plant, and then set up a packager over here. But that's really, with the rate at which they need to be restocked.
What we should do is have one that carries rocket fuel. So, like, every time you send one to a destination, there's also one that's moving rocket fuel.
So the thing is, though, you need you would need a separate drone out for each place you're delivering rocket fuel to.
Yep.
The ideal solution would actually be to have a train loop, because that can hit all of them, whereas drones are only point to point, whereas trains and trucks you can make a loop.
I see, yeah.
But like for me, because I usually go to all the places that have drone ports once a stream anyway, I just walk past them and I go, oh, let me toss some more in. I pull it from the depot myself. It might not be the most efficient, but like it works, you know. I figure once we set up the trains properly, that's a different approach we could take.
Damn, you're a bit late. Unacceptable. I don't know how I place this one on top of an existing 1 meter foundation. That's kind of weird that you can place them in the same spot like that. So kind of what I want to do is what I just did here, where we go from this one straight across into one of those. I think I have to do this and move it over like that. Yep. Okay, so those are lined up, so we can do belts from here to here and from here to here. It's kind of weird that we go over here, then down, then over, then up, but it's what we're doing. Trust the process, I guess. So now we just need... How do we do this? We need to go from 2 high down to 1 high. I thought there was a pretty elegant way to do this. I don't want to just put a splitter on the belt and then like have the belt come over. I thought there was like a better way to do this. Maybe I'm mistaken. I guess what I could do, like, this isn't going to be the prettiest thing ever, but I kind of want it better than what we were going to do.
So these are output only, right?
Drone ports?
No, sorry. Ignore my question. I know. I now realize I know what I was trying to ask.
I think that's it. With the straight belts, like, it makes it that much easier. So this one, we need the same thing, except this needs to be 3 high. Just like that. Which means I need an intermediary one. And I don't know if this is gonna be too close. I might have to make the middle one the 3 high one and then this one the 2 high. I don't know if we can go downhill like this. And then I'm probably not gonna like this anyway. I probably want to do like a vertical lift at this point. Okay, let's see if we can do a vertical lift potentially. So I could put a vert lift here that's outputting right there, and then we can have the input coming from over here so the belt can like follow the same path, but then this will all be this height. That's better. Now, I don't think there's a good way for me to do it on this one, but we can try. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm going to leave that conveyor there in case this doesn't work. It might not work, but we'll try it. Yeah, that goes up too much. Like, it works, but it doesn't look good. Okay, we'll do... Actually, that's not... I think probably just doing it the way it was before is the way. Oh, not there. Here. I think that's fine. It's not like... I wish I could have a half height vert lift or whatever so we could keep the belts all straight up until this point, but the other option, I suppose, is to raise this up 2 clicks, and then that should be straight with that belt. But then I'll look weird for the other ones, potentially. I think we're just going to leave it. I think I'm going to stop messing with this. This is, like, very unimportant. Yep, I think we're going to leave it right like this. You can do the same if you use merger splitters, get a 1-click high lift. Yeah, I've seen it, but the... Is it worth me spending the time to do that? Do you guys think? The last lift under the floor is clipping into the floor? Yes. Yes, it is. That's because this is further back. Worth it? Not really. Yeah, a lot of the time with these vertical lifts that we have belts going into buildings and we have vertical lift and then we just have like this little bit showing on the outside. I'm not really concerned about the lifts clipping into foundations like that, honestly. Like, we've been doing that for aesthetic. It's not quite aesthetic right there, but since we've already done it in multiple places before on purpose, I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's really annoying that you can't shrink it just by dragging the mouse right. I don't know why they allow you to do it, like a vertical lift into 2 splitters or mergers on top of each other like that to make it smaller, but you can't just make it smaller.
Hey, it looks like you've got a couple of ports built in terms of like they're showing up as destinations.
Yeah, I just hooked up the power to them.
Awesome. Do you know how to change the name of them on the first drone port screen?
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah, if you go to the drone port status, there's like a sidebar on the left with like a bunch of check marks and fuel stuff. And then next to that sidebar in the center at the top, it says port name. And it probably says something like or like some random nonsense word. If you change that to like encased beams incoming or electromagnetic control rods incoming, I can link these up from where I'm standing.
I have a port called No Touchy.
Okay.
No touchy.
What shall I call it?
Depending on which line you hooked it up to for impulse, either call it
impulse again.
You mean tango?
I keep saying tango and
you
impulse.
mean skizzle?
I mean skizzle.
No, I thought I sounded like Jevin.
Oh my gosh. No, for hypno. It's either gonna be the control rods or the beams.
I called the other one encased beams, so you can call this one.
No, you're muted.
Both of them are going in there. I don't know if he hasn't hooked anything up on the inside yet. It doesn't matter.
I named this one encased beams incoming, so that one should be electromagnetic control rods incoming.
Encased beams incoming. Electromagnetic rods incoming.
No, they have to be control rods, as in we have to say the whole thing.
Wait, electromagnetic control rods.
Correct. Thank you, Asuma.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't spell that name correctly, the items just won't appear.
Is there anything else to do?
For right now, that was the main thing. But once we've got it going, now that you got that named, you can just start decorating it, right? Like you can decorate.
I've already been decorating.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've got more ideas for it as well.
So control rods are on their way. I'm gonna go set up the encased beams. The encased beams is set up, but it's not transmitting yet. So I'm gonna go activate that one.
Joe, how are we fueling these?
I have on my end storage containers full of rocket fuel, because they don't really use that much. And these drone ports are all, at least the ones I visit, are usually all in places that I stop by once a stream anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually just manually drop rocket fuel in there. in the long term, it might make sense to set up some sort of train loop or truck loop to deliver the fuel, but that hasn't. We're not using enough of these right now that it's been a problem. They don't use a ton of rocket fuel. If we were using like biomass or whatever, they would burn through stacks like crazy. But
I think that's a way you make batteries, but I'm not actually sure like if those are better or worse than fuel.
I don't know either. That'd probably be a
6,000 megajoules is what it says on this. I don't know. Oops. There's a way you can look at the drone port and see the fuel, right?
Oh,
well,
just randomly. Oh my god, there's a drone here.
Oh, it's gonna land on you. Watch out!
So if you look at the back,
into the void.
There's a fuel icon above one of the inputs for the port.
Yeah.
And you just set up a storage container with like a conveyor or a lift leading.
Well,
to that.
no. What I'm trying to see is like which fuel does what for it and which one's the best. Oh, here we go.
There's a little fuel icon.
Supported fuel types. Oh, we can put plutonium fuel rods in here. These can run on nuclear.
Yeah, but the problem is that if it flies past you and you don't have an iodine or a hazmat suit, it will irradiate.
It's fine.
It will become a moving radiation source if you do that.
It's
That's
fine.
the price of progress.
Apparently.
What's a little radiation between friends? Okay, so we just got 600 electromagnetic control rods. Oh, fuse blown.
Power is gone.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, so
Who do I blame for that?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, you can blame me.
Thanks, Joe.
Okay, so I'm gonna go set a different port to standby.
Oh, the drone is killing me again.
Oh no, I forgot I can't fly without. Okay, dang it. 1 second, let me switch jetpacks now. Okay, I'm on my way to go shut off one of the drone ports, and then I'll reflip the switch.
I just now realized I was holding this thing that's making that staticky sound.
Okay, so I flipped one of the drone ports to standby. That doesn't interact with you guys, and I'm going to go power down the particle accelerators too temporarily, and then I'll throw the switch to turn it back on, and we should be fine.
But if you turn off the particle accelerators, who's going to accelerate our particles?
Okay, both particle accelerators are on standby, as well as one drone port that doesn't interact with your stuff. So I'm gonna go to the nearest power post and throw the switch. Fuse okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna manually disconnect the two particle accelerators. Maybe just putting them on standby isn't enough.
Uh-oh.
We could okay, Joe, we could probably turn off the fix-it stuff that we set up yesterday.
Oh, the Trigon plant?
Yeah, we can turn that whole plant off until we get the nuclear up and running. That'll probably free up what we need. I'm gonna head over there.
I'm shocked that just removing these two particle accelerators wasn't enough, because they use a ton of power.
Well, what did you hook up that like started blowing the fuse?
It was just when I turned on that drone port.
Oh, it's just the drone ports. Okay.
It was the encased beam drone port. Well, what probably happened was it was initially fine, but then the geothermal hit a dip.
Yeah, that's why I don't like these fluctuating machines.
Yeah, so more nuclear is good. I'm gonna go. I've got that place set up for the temporary like nuclear like experimentation and test plant. I'm gonna go add like 2 more cooling towers worth of nuclear processing over there. That should give us like an extra 5,000 megawatts. It's not gonna look nice. I've actually got a really nice design that I've been like sketching, but like we'll come back to the good design later. Let me just get power at all now.
Let me know when power's back.
Well, it depends. Right now, Hypno and I are kind of racing. I'm racing to go build more plants while he races to go take down the Trigon, disconnect the Trigon thing from power.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll
Yeah,
be
that's
back
probably
in
a good call. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I don't know if we have multiple power inputs going into this Trigon factory. That's something we gotta look at when we get up here. I don't think I'll be able to fly up there. I gotta stop here. I got up to this thing yesterday from the ground and I don't remember how. Can I make it up to the road or do I gotta stop on this little loop thing? So I can make it up here. Man, this rocket fuel sure is good. All right. And we can go in here. I can't see anything. It's too dark. We need power so I can see what I'm doing. Does the power just enter the building right here? Gosh. I don't know if that was the
You know what? I'm
only
actually
power
closer.
connection.
How close are you to the Trigon factory?
I'm already
Hypno?
there. I've already disconnected, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't have any light poles near where I'm at, so I'll let you do the honors of trying to unblow the fuse.
See if I can do it. Man. That's a negatory.
Dang
Well-
it, I tried to spin up an explorer so I could get to where I'm trying to go faster, and it won't let me open the crafting bench.
Where does this
I
power
don't know
pole
if
even go?
Does the grid require power for you to be able to access the fuel on an explorer? Great design.
What is
Maybe
this?
that's just a weird glitch. That seems more like a glitch than anything.
Oh, this is a radio tower. See, this is the kind of annoying thing why when I make a build, I connect one power connection. That way you can disassemble one power connection to turn things off. Right now, I have no idea how many power connections are here because there's too many people just like randomly throwing power connections around. I have no idea. I'm just getting rid of
Bizarrely,
this.
a bunch of the glitched power, the glitched streetlights are on.
Yeah, well, those are on regardless of the power situation.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, it would seem to me that turning this on, showing
Unfortunately,
max
I can't take the
consumption
Hypertube
and
network
no
out there because of
production.
the power situation.
Okay, Joe, so the Trigon area seems to be disconnected.
Okay.
I've redone the
I've
fuse in here and like it says 0 production, so I assume everything's disconnected.
Yeah. I am almost to the nuclear power area. If there's some sort of glitch where we can't get the fuse unblown until we add production rather than just cutting consumption, we will soon be able to add production.
Okay, let me try to turn this fuse on. Nope. I mean, the obvious answer here is just disconnect the things that made the power grid blow, right? I don't know.
I mean, but I did just disconnect a ton of things.
The drone ports?
I disconnected other drone ports, not those particular ones, but I've with removing the particle accelerators in particular, those were using a ton of power, and I didn't just put them on standby. I cut the power lines running to them. So I think there's some sort of, it might be some sort of bug, but like, let's see if maybe just adding any power to the grid at all will unblow the fuse, right?
I don't think it's a bug, but
Well,
I think it's just the startup. Machines use a lot of power, and then when they're idling, they use less power, but I don't know.
oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, either way, increasing our maximum production.
No, that is the solution. I agree.
Yeah. Well, I'm running there on foot down the road because I can't fuel an Explorer. That must be a bug. There's no reason you can't open the crafting bench on the Explorer when the power's down. That's silly. But yeah, I am running down the road because the hypertube and the cars are crashed, basically.
I'm heading over down to the coal factory and see if like all of those are running, because sometimes like half of those turn off.
Oh, okay. So like if something cut our production, that would be good to know. Okay,
That's attributed to the floor hole issue.
Yeah, which supposedly they fixed. I can see the first nuclear tower now, and I'm just gonna throw down some foundations next to it and throw down another few towers just super fast because I've already got all the inputs here for that. I've got the water, I've got the uranium. So zooping some foundations.
My chat says if your nuclear power plants have ran out of rods and your grid is down, not producing any more fuel, things might get tricky. How does nuclear meltdowns work? If you have the fuel rods in the power plant, but like the pumps stop working. Uh-oh.
Oh, like how do you get water in?
I'm sure it's not that complicated in this game, but
oh, but there is a yeah, the idea that you need power to get water.
okay, some of these coal generators are not running.
Okay, I didn't have like an industrial fluid buffer higher up than. Wait. Oh, wait. There is a way I think I can get water to this. This is gonna be okay.
Get out a bucket, Joe. Get out a bucket.
It's not pretty. This is even less pretty than my usual stuff that's a total mess. But we are getting water from higher up to lower. And hopefully it'll be enough that we can get the pumps going again. Boy, this was...
Looks like power is now online.
Oh, is it? Because that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
so.
and it looks like we've got about 7,000 to 8,000 headroom.
Well, before we plug anything else in, I'm going to get this plant in.
I did it! The stupid coal plant, I hate it! And it's only that other half. This half never has problems. Why? Why is this half so good and the other half sucks? Have I tried replacing the pipes since the fix? No, I didn't try doing that. But the other half was made before that fix as well, so, and that's just always worked. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, I could spend time, like, trying to debug it, or we could just continue making uranium and get the uranium plants online and just ignore the problem. And that's kind of what I want to do, honestly. Imagine losing power while you're mid hypertube. I think it's fine because the power is only for the insert, like the hypertube entrances. I think once you're in there, even without power, you still go because you have inertia.
I am creating an extra 2,500 with the first one, and I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to spin up 4 or 5 of these because I've got a huge backlog of fuel at this point, and yeah, I don't want to deal with this happening again because, yeah, that water pump problem is something that I had not factored in. It did not occur to me that we could run out of power for water pumps.
Yo, that drone is like flying. Holy. That thing just flew past me doing like 300 miles an hour or something easily. That was fast.
I'm kind of annoyed because I've been working on like a cool idea for how to actually build these in a really neat way around the whole tower. And it's like, but now we're doing it live. We'll come back to the good idea later once we have nothing.
Right. So now we can get back to what we're doing here. Oh no, there's birds everywhere. Get out of here, birds. This looks like an Azuma problem. That looks like an Azuma problem to me. So I think we were gonna take the fuel rods and send them back out the other way where those drone ports were and have the nuclear power plants out there. I think that was the original plan. And I think that might have gotten lost. How many fuel rods per minute are we gonna be making? We're gonna be making 1 per minute, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 of these going, which is going to be making 6 per minute, which is going to support how many nuclear power plants? We looked at this before, but I don't remember. Consumption, water, here. Uranium, 0.2 per minute. So 6 divided by 0.2? Is that how you math? So we can support 30? What's 30 times 2.5? 30 times 2,500. We'll be making 75,000 megawatts. Yo, that's pretty sick. What's our current power? Yo.
Hey, Hypno, I just got a great message from somebody in my chat. Hypno's also playing Satisfactory.
No
what a
way.
Coincidence, right?
No
That's
way.
wild.
All right, Joe. So I was looking.
Okay.
With this setup, we're going to be able to support 30 nuclear power plants, which is, I believe, 75,000 megawatts. So we're going to like triple our current power-ish.
Yeah, at the same time, though, a lot of those late game machines, like those converters and stuff, and the particle accelerators use a ton. but yeah, the converters also are going to use a lot. Like we're going to need it. Like this is kind of like a necessary late game technology transition, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, I need to get with X, and we got to figure out where we're going to put 30 of these things, because they're not going to fit in this cave.
Oh, that's why I've been designing, you know those cat trees where it's like got all these like branches with things for the cats to sit in and stuff?
Mhm.
So yeah, my thought was I was going to turn the tall pillar stone that the nuclear stuff is on top of into just a giant cat tree with all these platforms for nuclear power plants, and possibly make the buildings that contain the nuclear power plants look like cats. Because you could use like the wedges on the the roof walls and stuff to look like ears.
Sure.
It's very silly, but you know, it's like there's what can you do with something this big? These power plants are individually gigantic.
Yeah, and we need 30 of them here.
Yeah, it's wild.
You can squeeze out 40,000 megawatts of power out of 600 crude oil if you have the correct alternative recipes. We also need 240 water per minute for each nuclear plant. "30 plants is a lot of nuclear waste." It's fine. We have void right here. So what we're going to do is collect a lot of waste and then jump into the void with it, and then it's all gone. All gone. Bye bye. Whoa. Oh, I almost just went. Oh no, I didn't. I almost thought I went into the void there. Void doesn't actually delete items. Yes, it does. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called void. I know from like in the past, people used to take nuclear waste, load it up on trucks, and then like drive the trucks into void, and like the trucks didn't actually get deleted. I'm aware. But there is nuclear recycling or something, isn't there now? Uranium waste. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's look at this while not holding the chainsaw, maybe. Nuclear waste. Uranium waste.
Hello?
X!
Hey, welcome
I
back,
got a
X.
big problem. And only you can
Yes.
solve it.
It is a problem for Asuma.
It is literally a big problem.
Okay.
Okay, where are you at?
Do you want to tell me what it is?
Yeah. We gotta like get together to like discuss this problem though. We gotta be like next to each other.
Oh.
It's a visual problem.
It's very visual and very problematic.
Right.
Are you around?
Well, where are you?
I'm at the end of these conveyor belts from the drone ports.
That is... Oh, where I am.
Yep.
What's the deal?
Okay. So you know how we're making nuclear power?
Yep.
Okay, good talk.
What?
No. Sorry, I was looking for this thing. So this is the size of a nuclear power plant right here. To your left. Your other left, you're right.
Uh-huh.
We need 30 of these.
Right.
So
They're
we
not
got
going to fit inside of there, right?
What's that?
They're not going to fit in the cave.
Not 30 of them. We might be able to fit one or two.
So where do you want to put these?
That's the big problem. And by big, I mean it's big.
Because you need 30 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe use the cave for the waste processing, but then do the plants themselves outdoors.
What about up there? We could have a tower go up, taking all the things up on belts.
Oh, this drone is just waiting. How adorable. Bye, drone.
Are you paying attention?
What? Sorry.
You brought me in to solve a problem here. No?
Yeah. What are we doing?
What if we redirected the free belt? I'm assuming. Okay. Question.
Yep.
The stuff. What needs to be fed into the nuclear?
We need
Power,
water and we need the uranium fuel rod.
Is the uranium fuel rod going to come out of that cave?
I would assume so.
So when it comes out, why don't we belt it up Or we could belt it out the other side and find some space over there.
Well, we got to
But we
figure out
could-
where these are going to go before we like really continue here. So
Okay, so like maybe if you belted them out Uranium Cave N entrance, there might be space around there. Or we build like a tower that goes up to the top of these cliffs and see if there's space up there.
we could do that, or we got like this big void thing we could cover up with a platform.
Let's not. Nah. Actually, if you look, I mean, we'd just be putting a big square box out the front here.
Yeah,
And
basically.
it might be a bit of a squeeze to put 30 in there as well.
I mean, we could do like. They don't have to be on like one big flat platform. You can kind of stack these a little bit, I guess, do multi-floor, but I don't know what the best way to do this or where to put them or whatever. So
Why don't we scout the other side of the cave first? There might be like a nice big open area there.
I think one thing that I want to do is figure out like what the size of this thing is, like how many platforms big it is, because I have no idea.
Huh.
What's up?
I don't know.
Yeah, these things are enormous. Holy cow. So these things take up like a 5x5 platform each. If you overclock the reactors, doesn't it consume more fuel? Like, doesn't it produce less overall? It consumes more fuel, but consumes more power. But produces more power. So there's no power loss by overclocking, is what you're saying. So each one is going to consume 0.5 per minute. Which means we need 12. Is that right? We need 12? That's what you guys said? Yep. That's still massive, though. And we need a ton of water. So we need a place where we're making water. I know we have the water source over here. But I think this was only going to produce 1,200. So I think we need like an actual body of water where we can put the water sucker upper thingies. Most people do it over ocean because of water needs. That would make sense. Where are we at on the map here? So we would be putting it over here or over here. Where am I? Yeah, I have never set this up before, so this is all new to me. Joe is up here, so I'm sure his could be like out here on the water. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Where does it say how much water per minute? Does it not say in here? I wish it told me more information about the item in here. Wait. If I'm trying to make a nuclear power plant, why does it say it needs 10 supercomputers at 600 per minute? 25 heavy modular frames at what? Overclocking 60. I'm confused. Recipe for a nuclear power plant. I don't understand. Why doesn't it not tell me the information about it? Does it say here? It doesn't say anything about the... So stupid. This game needs better information. So I have to actually place it to see. Okay, 600 fluid per thing. Oh no. So that's a full tier 2 pipe? Which is what, 2 of the water extractors? So if we overclock the plants, we're going to need 24 water extractors. Oh my goodness, okay. All right, I got some good news and I got some bad news.
What's that?
Which one do you want to hear first?
The
Let's
good
hear-
news is that there's no bad news.
That would be
Bad
fantastic.
That
news
would
is
be
there's
really
no
good news.
Boy, what a dull day.
Okay, the good news is we can overclock the power plant, so we don't need 30 of them. We only need 12.
Woo!
The bad news is that if we overclock them, well, regardless if we overclock them or not, we're going to need 600, basically a full Mark II pipe full of water per power plant, which is 2 water extractors. And
If they're cycled up, if you're using them without cycling them up,
it's
you
the
gotta
same
have
amount
5.
of water.
Yeah.
It's the
But
same
I
amount
guess-
of water regardless.
Yeah, it's still 600 for an overclocked plant.
So we need to get 24 water extractors worth of water. And there's not enough water like that around here. So I think we're actually going to have to take the nuclear and ship it off towards an ocean or a big lake. and set up the nuclear over there.
Let me look at the map with where you guys are at. There's a lake northeast of you, and there's also water southeast of you. But I don't know. The northeast one might be big enough for 24. Oh, you know, it's actually between the two cave entrances. The south cave and the north cave entrance have like a big lake in between them. What if you put the water plants all in there and then put the nuclear power plants around it?
That lake, I think that's where that's where I was getting water for making. Well, no, I was going to use that lake, but I'm not currently using it. I don't know if there's actually enough. Oh no, I'm using that lake for the sulfuric acid. I don't think there's enough for 24 water extractors there. I think we're probably going to have to maybe drone the uranium over towards like our heavy modular frame area and maybe set the nuclear power station up over there. Chat just mentioned something about a fluid train.
Yeah, I
don't know how long that would take, how much water that would provide, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point where you're laying train tracks, you could just have a blueprint for stacked pipelines too, though. And stacked pipelines might be more reliable than a fluid train. But I say that as somebody who's standing here looking at a pipeline and trying not to swear because it's not working at all.
I'm not going to do stacked pipelines across the map. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I would rather do one belt with the uranium going over there. Yeah. Or a drone. Izumi, you're being awfully quiet over there.
Building,
huh?
Yep.
What do you got to say about all this?
This area looks really cool. Please don't.
You've been ignoring us the whole time, haven't you?
Please don't fill it with nuclear stuff.
But you get to design the shells around this stuff, X.
But yeah, that's the point. If we did something that big here, it would just ruin the view. You haven't seen this drone port, have you?
No, I'm trying to keep the power grid going at all by babysitting these other reactors, which I'm having trouble with the pumps on.
You know, I might be able to fit 24 water things over here. Maybe. Hey, you recognize this place?
McLesley13 shared 1000. Hypno this for all the big braining you every day, and being a good friend to Max.
Leslie, thank you so much for the 1000 bits. I appreciate that. It's very nice. You just found this last night where you're supposed to be sleeping? Bail for all you do? Oh, okay. I got it. Well, thank you, Leslie. Well, here's the thing. We're not going to be sending it. Well, X doesn't want the nuclear power over there. So it would be basically downhill the whole way. But I think we're going to have to set it up like over here. Now there's room. There's this completely unused wild space over here. I didn't realize there was quartz right here. There was another recipe we could have done that used raw quartz for making the encased uranium, I think. The problem is, though, we're going to have to pump that water, and then we're going to have to actually use, like, lifts or whatever. Man, this is going to be a project. Oof. Do we just, like, build it directly over the lake? And then have, like, a platform of all the nuclear things? I think we might have to do that. Okay, so now the question is, do we do like 2 rows of 6? Do we do 3 rows of 4? Do we do 4 rows of 3? Do we do 6 rows of 2? A tower of 12, let's go, just straight up to the moon. First floor pumps, second plants. I think what we gotta do is figure out what dimension we're doing and how to like fit that over. So let's go 2 rows of 6 and then we'll go lengthwise. We'll do like 2 rows of 6 stretching this way. And then we can have like water extractor, water extractor, water extractor, water extractor for each of the 6, right? I think that'll work. 2 rows of 3, then 3 rows of 2. Okay, so we saw that they were about 5 platforms wide. So I probably want to make it 11, 13. We have a platform on either side and a platform between. So 13 minimum, maybe something like 17. We got to see like how big these are going to be. Like how big. That guy was just gliding. He's learning new tricks. This is all snapped to the world grid, I assume, right? Because I did it. That looks pretty snapped to the world grid if you ask me. Are water extractors convenient enough to be 2.5 platforms? Well, this is what we have right here. So this is... It's about 2.5. Right? Maybe it's about 2 platforms. So we're using about 3/4 of this one, all of this one, and about half of this one. A little over half. It's about 2 platforms wide. Oh yeah, I guess it's slightly over 2. So yes, it is less than 2.5. So this needs to be taller than this. I might want it actually just slightly taller than that as well. That seems reasonable. We're gonna have to put pumps on these regardless, I think, so keeping it that close. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. This goes out 10, so this would be 11. Did I say 13? So 5, 5 plus 1, that's 11. And then 2 on either side would be 13. So 13 is like the minimum that I'd like to have it. And then if we're doing 2 rows of 6, that means we got to go out 30? 4? So that's 11. I don't know if we have the room for this. 21. Yeah, we're already clipping right there. So maybe we scooch this over. Might have to do non-standard rows. Inconceivable. Wait, how are these 1 meter thick now? How did that happen? What the heck? I guess it's fine. If I'm gonna do that,
Hey, no, I am
hello.
about to head out and get my kid, so I'm gonna raid you, and then I will be back in about a half hour at most to come hang out again. But I'm not gonna resume my stream.
Okay, sounds good, dude.
Cool. I will see you guys in a little bit then.
All right, bye
See you in
bye.
a bit, Joe.
Joe Hills raided my stream with 39 views.
Joe, thanks for the raid, dude. Welcome, peeps from Joe's side of things. We're over here trying to figure out how we're gonna lay out this nuclear stuff because honestly, I don't know yet.
Joe? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I heard a little Joe there at the end too, but seems to have left the channel. But yeah, welcome Raiders. We are just continuing playing a little Satisfactory here. If you haven't been paying attention, what Azuma and I have been working on, we're trying to get some nuclear power going. We're at the part now where we got to figure out where we're going to put the nuclear plants, and they got to be next to water. Like, we need so much water. So just trying to figure out like where they're going to go, how they're going to go, and all this kind of stuff at this exact moment. Just laying out a big old platform to see how we can lay these out. Oh, I hear a bunch of kitties. Kitty's gonna get us. Yeah, we could do that, but I haven't needed to like make big platforms like this for quite a while, so it's fine. So let's see, nuclear. Dude, these things are so massive. It is hard. There we go. It is hard for me to tell like where this plant. Why is it red now? Oh, is it off the thing? Okay, I think that's lined up. And it's still hanging off. This thing is so massive, guys. I feel like this should be turned facing inwards. Or maybe outwards. But I don't think facing the way it's facing right now is correct. And unfortunately, you can't spin it when you're in that mode. There? So it is on the platform. And I think that's it. So if we do that, can we place another one next to it facing the opposite direction? So it gives us a little bit of room around all the sides, a little bit of walker between them, which I would like more than this. I'd like a full platform, but that's fine. We should change it though. Can I do this and press H and then nudge it? There we go. I nudged it too far. This one's like right at the edge of the platform and this one's like off. Gotta get these right. Otherwise it'll drive me crazy. There. It seems like it needs a half nudge. So it's ever so slightly on this platform. This one's ever so slightly on this platform. Close enough. Okay, that's 2. We need 12. We need to do this 6 more times going this way. Oh boy. I'm currently building it. Oh, okay. These things are massive. So we got 4. Oh, I gotta wait for stuff to get restocked. I need 200 cables. Can I afford to space them like that? Look. It's not like I'm giving him that much space, okay? There's like touching this way. We want some rows. If we have to come in here and do some maintenance on a plant, we need the room to do the maintenance, okay? And there we go. Should have enough now for this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, what are you doing? That's wrong. And that's right. Oh, you can't even jump between those. Wow, that's like super tight in there. Okay, so can I do one more row or is there not enough room? I feel like there's not going to be enough room because of this outcrop. So how much is this? This is 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. And we need 4 more, huh? I don't think this is gonna fit, but I'm gonna try and squeeze it in there and see. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe. It's not gonna be fine. What if I come over here so I'm not in the way? Yeah, it is too big. It won't go on the platform. Yep. Well, the alternative is we could do a second story and put the final 4 up top. Or we can just keep going. I don't really want to do a second story actually, because that means we have to move water up that much higher. Okay, so we still need room for 2 more. I mean, I think we can put 2 more out this way. I think there's physical room. We're gonna have to do a lot of deforestation to make that work. Or we could put another little jut out on this side over here. I think we just see how this looks, and if we don't like it, we tear it down and do something else. I'm assuming that's in line. It's hard to tell. Okay. I don't like it, but that's what we're doing. Chainsaw time. Rip trees and clean water. Look. Nothing can stand in the way of our industrial progression here. Not even that bacon. Bacon. Do I still need one more? I lost count. So we had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's all we needed. Unless you're talking about sticking one like over here. Oh, they aren't touching. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this placed weird because I think it was trying to snap with the shrubbery. Wait, what's going on? Why does that not look right? That's weird. You guys saw that, right? So I'm placing this, and like the blueprint has it. There's like nothing here. But like when I place it, then this appears, which wasn't there in the blueprint thing. That's weird. All right, this all needs like one more. Only cut what's necessary? No, Mother Nature can suck it. We have industry in progress coming through. Ooh, bacon. Is a floor support for wonky ground if the ground is not flat? I'll place it a thing, for example. I see. I see. Well, I almost want to move these over just ever so slightly. Maybe not. I was thinking that we were gonna like build a building around this, but maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we want just like a flat platform for these things. I don't know. Anyway, this cliff is kind of in the way of this platform, and I kind of like having a platform surrounding the machine, so I kind of want them all scooched over by like one platform this way. But I don't know if I want to tear them all down and move them over by that much. That's like annoying. Oh, some Mother Nature here needs to go. He's doing Mr. Hankey's voice? Wait, who's doing that? We're like right there. It feels like we're right on the cusp of powering up all of this extra power. But there's so much work to be done still.
And I am back.
Yay, Joe's back. Welcome back.
Howdy. Okay, so I've got the 4 power plants running over here with the current water situation. I also realized that we can build some power buffers without battery technology. I kind of assumed that those depended on batteries, but they don't. So I've started filling up a bunch of batteries down here by the pumps to my power plant, so that even worst case, if we have to jump start the pumps to get the water into the plants, we can draw off those batteries. Hopefully it won't come to that, but that's an option we have.
If I copy and paste the settings... Oh, I can't. I was going to say, would it copy and paste power shards in there and overclock it? But I can't. I'm pressing Control C. It's not copying. I don't think you can do it on generators. Okay, I decided to take over that lake that's kind of by the nuclear cave.
Does it have enough space after all?
I mean, I'm building directly on top of it. There's space. It's not pretty, but that's what Azuma's for.
Can you put a marker on the map?
Yeah, I'll do that in just a minute here.
Thanks.
All right, he wanted a marker on the map. Let's put a marker on the map. Oh, that's just a stamp. New map marker. Select icon. Large. Select color. And infinite. Highlight marker. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. New marker. Nuclear power area. Why is it highlighted in pink? Is that my player color? But why is it highlighted in that color? And how do I change that color? Does it just highlight for me personally? I'm not sure. All right, our nuclear area is now displayed proudly on the map. Hey Bola, how you doing? Today you learned copy paste is a thing? Yep, for machine settings you can copy and paste. Oh boy.
Oh, so it's oh, it's between the two areas.
Yeah, it's where I'm
Like
pulling
right
the
in the middle.
water for the sulfuric acid at the moment.
Is that really high up?
It's not
That
really
drain?
high up. Well, compared to the other area, yes, it's high up.
What's the best way to get to it?
Probably just go through the cave.
To the north entrance.
Oh, I don't know where
Yeah.
you are. Where are you?
I'm at the south entrance.
Oh, I see you there. Yeah, probably just go through the cave, honestly. And then head south through the north entrance.
Right, I'm gonna do that in just a sec. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be right back.
Man, they have the water like so high up. The north cave entrance will now be irradiated. There's nothing we can do about it. Unless we have it go out through the south and then drone it over here. We could have the drones like go this way. But then that means like this area over here will be irradiated. I don't know. I really don't want to belt back through the north end. I think drones probably makes the most sense. There's not a lot of uranium that we need. Not a lot of items, I should say. Dude, look at all these dismantle crates. Look at them all. Now don't look at them. So here's a question. Oh, never mind. I don't look, I don't need an answer, okay? I got it. Nuclear waste, nuclear in, water in. So do I do it? Do I dare? Do I dare? Dare I do? Oh, we can't do that. That's gonna be closer. Oh, that's too close. Is it just the pipe type that I'm doing? Noodle. Let me try it back one more again. I might have to do these on the halves, which will be annoying. Invalid pipe shape. I'm not even dude. Why is this game so stupid sometimes? How is that invalid? What is it even doing? That doesn't even make sense. Like, how does that make any sense? Is this pipe floor hole like messed up? I don't understand. Okay, that's not good. So the closest one, no. The next one, this is the second one. That looks better. Why can't I do that? How is that invalid? That looks good. Why is it the one that looks like exactly what I want says it's invalid? That doesn't make sense. Move it back more? Now it looks poopy. I want the other one.
Back.
Welcome back.
Did y'all see the new Minecraft movie trailer today?
No.
No, I'm not really into Minecraft movies. I heard that this is just a Minecraft movie, not like a particularly special one.
Yeah, that's something they talk about in the teaser video. I'm not terribly excited, but keeping an eye on it.
Actually, you sound pretty excited. You need to tone that down just a little bit, dude.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it just... Oh, it feels like... How could this be anything but, like, a disaster? But...
I mean, you know, it's kind of one of those things where, like, people are like, well, it's not for you, it's for kids. And then I'm like, cool, then I'm never going to worry about it or think about it again. Next problem. It's fine if it's a disaster. It is somebody else's problem. You know?
I guess it doesn't matter that much, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shut down the conversation on it, but like just from a personal standpoint, that is genuinely how I'm approaching it. I
get it. I see it though. Like, you know, Minecraft is our jobs, so everything they do with the branding is interesting to me. And they pretty much do nothing with the branding that I am enthusiastic about. Like, I'm not enthusiastic about Minecraft Crocs.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, honestly, it's not my job to sell their chairs. And like, they're like, oh, we made a creeper chair.
Cool.
Like, I made a video like the next day showing, hey, with 99 cents worth of green tape, you can turn your kid's desk chair into a creeper chair too. Look,
Yeah.
you don't need to go buy your kid this $90 chair. Like, and I could imagine Microsoft being like, Joe, that's not really helpful. I'm like, well, is it my job to help parents or is it my job to help you? Because you're not paying me. And, these parents of the kids watching my videos, they are via either ad revenue or Patreon and stuff. So yeah, given the choice, I'm going to help them.
Nice.
It's not, it's not my job to sell their movie. If they make it my job, if they paid me to go to the premiere and said, Joe, go to the premiere. We're not going to tell you what you have to say, but we want you to write a review. We want you to go to the premiere and write a review. Here's $2,000. I would consider
do that.
They haven't. They haven't. So right now, the way I see it, this is 100% not my problem.
I would love to see a Joe Hills review on the movie.
Well, write your local Minecraft representative.
Right, I made it to the top of the cave, Hypno.
Just follow the sulfur
Where do I go
line
from here?
and follow the yellow.
He's ignoring me again.
Follow the yellow brick line,
Oh, the yellow brick line. Yeah, okay.
and then
Oh my god, you're already building it.
you literally cannot miss it.
Wow. I think I can see what to do. Ooh. No! No! Oh, I missed the platform.
Oh, there he
Put
goes
down
into the
some
void
power.
again.
Puts down some power. I'm swimming. I think what might be interesting here is how it looks from the opposite side. By the way, have you placed all of them? Like,
Yes, this is the 12 that we are going to be doing.
and are there power cables up there?
There are no power. There's no power here. You need your jetpack.
I've managed to climb. I've scraped my way up the hill. Woo. I really wish I had free cam right now, so I could get like a vantage point over the area.
That's what I'm seeing.
So
I would be fine with the Satisfactory saying, you know what, that's a drone technology. You have to build the thing the same way we build factory carts, right? Like, I'd be cool with them letting us fly little drone cameras around as part of the game. Like, I understand why they keep the game first person most of the time, but that'd be a fun add-on.
I really would. Here's what I think we should do in this area. I think we should leave it open, but try and build the foundation into the nearby terrain.
I'm down with whatever you want to do. Like, setting this all up is going to take so much of my brain power. Like, I can't devote any time to, like, aesthetics right now.
Lazy.
I wouldn't call that lazy, but...
That's delegation. That's good leadership. That's active good leadership. Great
I'm
job,
joking.
Hypno.
I had to do it. I had to take the joke. Do you think you'll need much more space around here for logistics or anything, or am I good to start?
So underneath, directly underneath, we're going to be setting up the water extractors and then piping that in. We're going to be putting in the fuel, however that arrives at this. And then we are also going to have to deal with nuclear waste out. And I don't know how that process goes.
So,
Yikes.
yeah, nuclear waste out is not generated very quickly, at least. So, I mean, you could put it on a Mark 1 belt and it would be fine.
But we still
But
have to have logistics for it, and that's
Yeah, you do
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
make sure you have a belt out for it to wherever you're going to ultimately process it.
So I would say, like, don't touch anything directly underneath at this point.
Sorry, don't touch anything underneath.
Yes. So if you want to put walls around this thing, that's fine. If you want to change the color of this thing, that's fine. If you want to build roads to it, that's fine. but like directly underneath, I don't-
Directly underneath. Not like
like under the platform where all these nuclear reactors are,
okay.
above the water. That's off limits for right now. Okay, so I think these are all connected unless I somehow missed one while I was talking, and I absolutely did. Like, it's taking so much brain power, I can't talk and like just connect these things at the same time. It's just too much. These all look like they're connected. Oh, I missed one right here as well. I missed multiple. I was just placing down the things and moving on. So I guess we get rid of this. This is unnecessary. And maybe that one too, but I'll leave that there. Yeah, this area is just so big. Like, there's just so much space needed for these things.
Yeah, it's crazy. We'll make it work though. We'll find a way.
So we've reached about that 2-hour mark. Are we good to continue on for a little while, or we're gonna have to wrap up?
I can keep playing for a while. I'm not in an immediate rush.
I could play for a tiny bit longer. Well, depending
I'm
on
trying
other
to get
things.
2 more reactors online just so we don't have to deal with possible outages.
Yeah, I don't know how much X is trolling me these days. Like, after yesterday, I can't tell like if he was just trolling me a minute ago, like when I said don't build directly under it, and he's like, not directly under it. It's hard to read him. Will 24 water extractors take up nearly the whole lake for Azuma's plans? I don't know. I don't have them placed down. I don't know how they're gonna fit in here. I don't know. If it's for Azuma's plans, I don't know what his plans are, because I don't know what my plans are.
Yeah.
Do. This is actually going to be a little annoying because I'm going to have to do like 2 floor holes for everything, I think. Well, at least for the water. But we need like a logistics floor to like run these belts for like the nuclear waste and for the uranium supply, so... No, not 8 meters. This needs to be above the water extractors, and I might even have problem right now trying to place new water extractors with it like this.
Right, I see you working in this area. I think I might leave it there. I've got to take a call in a few minutes.
Okay.
But this is I think the way to approach it. If you look just at this area, is kind of get this big concrete platform shape sort of blending into the environment around it.
Well, let me come over here and see what you're seeing.
If you just fly above the trees. So yeah, it's not going to be anything impressive, but rather than a big floating platform, we'll have, yeah, stuff like this.
Okay.
Just concrete shapes going into the walls, and then it won't feel so like floaty and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do something maybe to make this look actually really good in the future. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough tools to make something this massive.
Oh, we can if we want to. Like, we just got to put in the time, I guess. Like, it's all about giving it some details and some character.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Giving it a bit of a story.
Man, I'm just seeing you over there walking. You're like an ant, and these things are just so massive.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm going to bounce, guys.
See you soon.
All right, X, we'll catch you.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Can they be painted? I think so. Like, all the machines are paintable. Anyway, I wanted to see if we could fit these under here, or are these going to complain? So I can line them up, which is kind of cool. Like, how much space do we have? Yeah, we don't have 4 meters or 8 meters of space up there. I could potentially lower the ceiling down another meter, but I don't think I need to do that. Now the question is, which one's the innie and which one's the outie? This is the innie. Well, I guess I could figure that out just by doing it down here too. So this is uranium in. How do we want to do this? Whatever we do, we're gonna need to do basically 2, one for the nuclear waste out and one for the nuclear fuel in. So maybe stacked ceiling conveyors of some descript. I just don't know like how that's gonna run here. Like, do I just run the belts directly down the center and just have a splitter and boop, boop, and then the next splitter boop, boop, and the next splitter boop, boop? Could do that. There's definitely not a lot of room under here, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I mean, this could be a drone port. I think that's probably the best way to get the nuclear fuel into here is with drones. because we can belt it out through the south entrance and then have the drones fly up over the cliff. I'd rather do that than have belts go all the way through the cave with the nuclear. I'm glad that rock doesn't stick up to the floor. I was kind of afraid it would. Oh, we can chip away at this. Oops. This can all go away. Fine, I'll get the slug. No, don't dismantle the slug. Pick it up. Yoink. We're gonna have these guys jumping down onto our area here, which might be a problem. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta figure out this. So these floor holes gonna be right underneath. Gonna have double the chance for like these pipes to fail. Hopefully these don't fail in such a way. Man, I swear the chat has like disconnected and reconnected like 20 times during the stream. All right, anybody else seeing that problem with the Twitch chat? Like, it seems like every time I look over, it's saying connecting to chat. I don't know if it does that on mobile, but at least on the web browser version of Twitch chat, it says that. Apparently Twitch has been having issues since yesterday. I believe it. Okay, and then... Oops. Come on, let me down here. It was happening at Joe's stream earlier every few seconds? Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. You see the welcome to the chat room saying thing several times? Yeah, that's exactly it. You're getting some 2000 errors on streams earlier? Twitch be twitchy. So do we got like... Is this big enough for like a drone port right here? I actually don't know the size of these things. Drone port. Ooh. What does that look like? So it fits within those platforms, and then we're overlapped half here and half here. Maybe if we just scooch it over like that. Yeah, so ideally, where are we coming from? Where am I? So this way. So ideally, I'd like to see the drone fly up. Oh yeah, like at the end where those poison things are, fly up over there, come over here, and then drop the nuclear off. There's like nothing this way, and then there's just a sheer cliff. So we can have the nuclear rods come out the south end into a drone port, probably where the other two drone ports are, around that area. And then it will just be a quick back and forth. And it could even use a fuel rod to power itself. I think we're doing that. How do I... Hello? Why can I not... What? Stop it! It like wouldn't get off that thing. Hamburg? Uranium fuel rod. Receiving. I before E except after C. What do we call the other ones? I don't even remember. All ports. Incoming, not receiving. Incoming. I think we're gonna do that. And then this is the output. Output. Okay, so fuel rod come in, and then I guess we just loop around. It'd be better if it was like at one end, then I could do that central belt like I was doing or saying with the splitter on either side, but we can just loop all the way around. I don't think that's a big deal. Yep. Okay, so these got to get figured out. That is fuel in. Oh, this is going to be a problem, actually. Nope, we can't do this. I mean, we can do it, but we can't do it the way that I want to do it. Because I want to put a splitter here and have the belt just keep going, but we can't. So I have to put the splitter on the other side. Okay. That's fine. So we'll have all of the inputs like this, facing the inside, and all of the outputs will be along the edge. Okay, so now I need to get a splitter. I can't attach a splitter to the ceiling. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so can I put a splitter on the ground in front of these and then like stack a second one? And then will that be in line? I think we're gonna be off by like a meter. This is frustrating. So I could move the things all the way to the ground. Instead of having them all the way at the top, we could have them down on the ground. It's kind of what I don't want, but I think that's probably what we're going to have to do. Make a belt from the lift and attach a splitter there. The problem with doing that is that we're going to be attaching it to the belt and then like you can't snap it to like the foundation. It'll be like wonky. I think. We're going to try it, but I think it's going to be wonky. There's like nothing to snap this to. And not only that, but like... Okay. So I think we could do... We could do like I was doing with the floor holes, I suppose. Not the floor holes. The pipes, the four-way connectors. So if I put a belt here, we just run the belt along, then we put the splitter on it, so like the splitter's facing the correct way. This is gonna be like so awkward to do. Can I just not do this instead of doing it? Screaming at your phone because you gave me the solution perfectly with snapping. Place a 1 meter foundation, put the splitter on top. That's actually a very smart idea. In fact, I'm gonna have to place 2 foundations. We try. Oh, maybe I can get away with 1. That's smart. That'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Next time, scream at your phone a little bit louder so I can hear it more clearly, please. So, oh, this is the wrong one. 6. So I'm going to put this like 1 click away just so we're lined up the whole time. One click. You can rest now. This needs to be set on default. You have saved the day. You did when you were building the project part of the factory too, maybe not loud enough? I don't know. I don't know what the problem was then, so probably not. This is like in between two foundations. I don't know if this is in the right spot. It is. Okay. I am not balancing the inputs. I am not going to try and split evenly 12 different outputs. If Satisfactory wanted me to do that, they would make their smart splitter able to do that. Yeah, this makes sense. I'll probably remember to do this in the future if I have problems like this again. It makes sense, and it's not something that I was intuitively thinking about. It seems obvious now that I'm doing it, but it definitely wasn't obvious when I wasn't doing it before you mentioned it. Wait a second. Which way? This is wrong. I think I gotta redo all of these. We gotta be coming this way. I wish there was a way that you could like rotate these without having to like redo them. But like all these splitters are wrong. We need the input coming from, oh, maybe this one's right? No, that's wrong. Oh, you know what? I can just put a splitter underneath, delete this, and then put the splitter facing the correct way. That's better than having to place the foundation. I'm thinking nuclear waste. It's gonna be real annoying to like try and get this down and over. It's so weird that that it allows me to do this though. Very weird. If I were to do this, and then I were to do this, oh, this needs to be a merger actually, 5. Oh, it doesn't give me the little line. Where's the line saying, hey, that's all right, you're lined up? Okay, we'll figure this out later. We don't really have room under the next floor, underneath this floor. Because directly under us, we're going to have our water extractors. Okay, so this is the start, and this comes over here. I assume this is lined up, but it's not gonna reach. Oh. This one I want the input from here. Oh, it's not in line. Oh, I hate it. I'm trying to think, would that look better if I had this one come out the end and then we wrap the belt over and then connect it on this side? How much room do I want, like, to here? I think it would look better this way. Yes, sir. Okay, so now we gotta worry about nuclear waste. Yeah, smart splitters can filter by item. But I am not a person that likes putting multiple different items on one belt and then smart splitting off that. So we're doing a merge. So that'll clip into the pipe. I was almost thinking if we did this, we could kind of like run the belt like this. So like that belt goes from that merger over here into this one, but I guess this one would have to do something different. I don't think we're gonna do this. I was just kind of thinking. I was like, does the peony good? So if we come out of here into here, like we could do that, but I'm not a fan. I was just thinking, no. I think we're gonna send the waste this way. Let me just kind of see here. Would that connect or does that need a belt? I think that's gonna need a belt, yeah? I think if we like moved it there, it might not need a belt. Well, I'm just gonna see here. I mean, that might connect. And then we can do this. It's not touching the pipe. We're not clipping weirdly. It's just kind of tight. I think I'm okay with that. As long as this actually is connecting in there. I mean, it looks like it is. And it's within this one platform. So like if we put a wall up, you won't even see it. From the outside, that is. How we do the belt coming around here, I don't know. That's another story. But I think this is fine. Did I go all the way down? I don't remember now. Oh, nope, I did not go all the way down. Tweet like a tweaker. You know, I keep hearing quotes from Austin Powers and then I want to go watch it, but like every time I do, it's just like, I don't really want to watch it.
Digital Dumber just gifted 5 subs.
Yo, Digital Dumber. Hey, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thanks, dude. It's very generous of you. Should watch it. Holds up pretty well. I mean, Gold Member is like the only one I really want to watch. If I was going to watch one. Oh, that's the wrong spot. All right, this is the last on this end, but I still got to do the other 4 and then connect across. And then I guess we could have like a waste drone port over here or something. I don't know. What is this? Is this water? Nitrogen. Yep, nitrogen. Yeah, I haven't seen too many of those resource wells like that. Aside from the water one that I tapped for our sulfuric acid. No, for the concrete. I wasn't sure what that was. It kind of looked like a water one, but I guess that's what the nitrogen one looks like. Bum, bum, bum. I'm glad I could do that. Not really practical, but it was fun. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do the same thing. We'll come from the other side over here, and that way we can run these belts pretty close to each other. Yep. R. Looks good to me. We're going on a ride. Aw, right over. It's all fun and games until you get merged or split. All right, so the final thing that we need to do is pipe this into this. Oh, it's too long. This is here. All right, we did it, everybody. We logisticalized the logistics floor of this. So now we have the fun process, which we're not going to do today. The fun process of actually setting up the water and then getting all of the water pipes hooked up to go in there. Oh boy. I'm ready.
Maveman85 just resubscribed for 79 months.
Do I need to replace that last lift? I don't understand the question. Maveman, thank you so much for the 79 months, dude. Second to the last one that I did. Why would I need to replace it? Oh, did I place a thing and then not remove the lift and then put it back again? One of these? Is this what you're talking about? I don't know which one's the second to the last. Oh, that's facing the wrong way, isn't it? I'll just redo. Oh, and then I also don't have a belt connected here. I'm assuming I got it. Hopefully. What is this? Oh, that's right. You know, I don't want to redo all of this, but if I was able to connect that to this merger, I should have been able to do this to a splitter and not have this belt. I don't want to redo it. But if I was able to do it on the other side, I should be able to do it on this side. Not doing it. We might do it tomorrow, but not doing it. Not doing it today anyway. Oh, there's no way out over here. I'm gonna go outside by where Azuma logged off. All right, Joe, I'm out for the day. Joe, I am out for the day, dude. We'll catch you later.
Alrighty. Catch you later, Hip. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, see you, dude.
See ya.
All right, everybody. That is it. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out while we played some Satisfactory. Should be back tomorrow for more Satisfactory, followed by some modded Minecraft in the evening, unless Jasassin has more work he's got to do. What can you do about that? But yeah, that's it. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on the next one. There's a button here somewhere. Found it. Button. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.